GM's two flagship 2500 diesel trucks, the two best of the best, the 2024 ZR2 2500 diesel or the AT4X AEV 2500 diesel. Which would you rather own? And probably the biggest hit here is gonna be the price tag difference. The ZR2 2500, MSRP starting, I think it's actually like mid-70s for a gas power truck. This one is gonna be with the diesel engine, is gonna be MSRP's around 87 grand. You have the AT4X 2500 in a gas engine, I think it starts like mid-90s. In the diesel, regular AT4X 2500, you're like upper 90s, so probably 98, 97, something like that. For the AEV, which this one is, MSRP is around 104,000. You have 104,000 versus 87,000. We'll leave it at that, and I'll show you the trucks. All right, guys, so the ZR2 2500 2024 model, this one is loaded up with their technology package, with the sunroof, with all the options you can get on a ZR2 2500. The only thing you could get that this doesn't have is the Bison package, which gives you more ground clearance, different wheel, I think a little bit bigger tire. That's it, right? So this is their black paint. This is your ZR2 grille. You have the extra airflow through this grille, right, just to get you that extra boost or a little bit of horsepower boost. You got this custom Chevy logo here. The ZR2, the one thing I'm not a huge fan of, which is the same thing on the AT4X, but GM's performance lineup all has their red, it's all outlined in red, right? Which I'd sooner they just do it in black. They have the red there, they have the red tow hooks. You can see painted to match bumpers, painted to match hood scoop here. So it is all blacked out with the exception of that red. You have your better headlights in the ZR2 2500, right? You do have fog lights. They are not like these are the HIDs. These fog lights are not, right, which we will see that in the AT4X. You also have your front-facing camera, which this truck is going to have a ton of different camera angles for off-roading. You'll be able to see the side view of your tire, wheel when you're driving. You know, if you're driving down a rock-covered path and you got to go over boulders, you'll be able to see all that, right? So a ton of different camera angles there. We go around to the side of this. You can see, so this is also with their off-road truck. This is a plastic, like fender flare, basically, right? And they're basically doing that so that way you don't have a painted flare, it's getting all scratched up, right? You can get these painted. Some guys will do that for the look because in reality, they're not taking this truck through the woods, but you can get these things painted. It's not that bad to do it. We look down here, so you got, this is your standard ZR2 wheel, the black 18-inch wheel. I think this is a, what is this, a 305 Goodyear Wrangler tire. That's your standard tire on this truck. And then if we look in here, you can see this is your front Multimatic DSSV shock that is standard on the ZR2. That is awesome. Like this truck drives way nicer because of that. Like your standard like Trail Boss, the 1500 off-road truck that they make, which would be the next level down from a ZR2. That comes with like a Rancho shock, which is kind of a crappy shock. It's really nothing special. But this Multimatic, the DSSV shock, is awesome. So we go around. I mean, this got the black tubular running boards. You can see here the other thing they do. We got a little bit of dirt on this truck, but they do give you like it's a textured paint on the lower half of the door and down to the rocker, right? Which again is just to protect from rock chips, that type of thing. Kind of cool. It's kind of like a Rhino line type feel, but it is a textured paint. Going around the side too, this is your GM standard. You got this little step in the bed so you can pull yourself up. Look what's inside your bed. Diesel, def, which they all have. Wheel well liner, your fender flare. The other thing I didn't mention too, this has their premium like fender liner, which is more of a, it's just for noise deadening down the highway so you're not hearing these 305s as much. Again, the rear Multimatic DSSV shock. Going around to the back of the truck. So you have your standard step in the bumper, but you also have your rear sensors on the truck, right? For backup, when you're backing up, they're gonna beep at you. You're gonna have extra cameras in the back and your bed view camera for your fifth wheel, because this truck does have the fifth wheel prep. If I open this, so you do have your multi-flex tailgate on this truck, which is an option. You're not gonna get it with all of them. Again, that's gonna increase your MSRP. So if you're looking at one of these that has every option, I think the top MSRP on the standard ZR2 is 87,410. But this is multi-pro tailgate. You got that. This one has a trifold tonneau cover added. This is the soft trifold, which is my favorite. Honestly, you can take them on and off super easily. And it also has your fifth wheel prep package, which gives you the holes preset in the bed. It also gives you your wiring here. So you have all that. You have your, again, that's for your fifth wheel, your trailer wiring on this thing. And then the other thing, I don't know if you can see it under the tonneau cover, but you do have the ZR2 logo in your spray and bed liner. The other thing I didn't mention is you do have the black bow tie on the back. The front, you're not getting a black bow tie because it's like basically a custom Chevy logo in the front. The back though is your black bow tie. Painted to match rear bumper. Basically though, when you look at this truck, I don't know the exact ground clearance number on this, but you're getting better ground clearance than just your standard like high country 2500, right? So just the way they designed the rear bumper and the front bumper on this, you are going to have more, and you also have your bigger tire and wheel package on the truck as well. So these trucks come standard. That the Multimatic DSSV shocks, basically what you're getting with this truck is a 1.5 inch lift. That's the standard lift on this truck. And then what they'll do to change it in the ZR2 Bison or the AT4X AEV, those are their ultimate off-road, and that's going to be where you have different bumpers, basically giving you the most ground clearance. Your mirrors here, you can see this is also painted black to match. No chrome on this truck. And then the other thing that we do have on this truck is your roof marker lights, and I'm thinking that's an option as well. I don't think that's standard. Something to keep in mind, because if you're ordering one, you definitely want those lights. They look really dumb without it. All right guys, inside of the ZR2 2500, you can see first off your standard interior on a ZR2. You have the black and the gray two-tone, yellow stitching. We sell a lot of these trucks here at Mark Martin Motors. A lot of guys, their first question is, how crazy is that yellow? You can see, I don't think it's bad at all. It is pretty tasteful. It just gives it a more unique feel. Big thing here on this truck, you're going to have all of your technology options. All right, let's start this bad boy up. Yeah, these trucks are very quiet. A lot of guys are even wondering if they have a diesel truck because you don't really hear them. This is an option on a ZR2, right? You're not gonna get it standard. So you have your rear view mirror camera, right, which switches back and forth. You have heads-up display on this truck. You have your heated and cooled seats, heated steering wheel, forward collision assist. You have adaptive cruise. You look down here, I mean, you're gonna have your integrated trailer brake controller, exhaust brake on the diesel. You have locking rear diff, power tailgate option, for power tailgate release, I should say. The Chevy, that is one thing you can choose, is a power tailgate, power up and down, or the multi-pro. GMC does not give you that option, right? And I'm thinking on the ZR2 it will be the same way, unless they just give those standard with the multi-pro tailgate. I'm not sure there. But again, full touch screen, so you can see here all your different camera angles. That's your bed view that's coming off the back of the truck. You have your side. This would be like your tire and wheel, so you can see for off-roading. You have your hitch view, so if you're backing to hook up to something, you can see all of that, right? I think this is, yeah, that's your like fifth wheel view camera. So you're getting all the cameras with this truck. That's, I think, part of the technology package. You do have the sunroof on this truck. You also have your power sliding rear window on this, so this has both of those options, which you got to have those together. Really, oh, the other thing too, guys, you're going to have your integrated phone charger with the truck, standard procedure on GM's lineup. It's a loaded up truck. You're getting a ton of equipment. You're getting the off-road capability. When you get above this, then you're getting picky with trim, interior, some interior options, but as far as drivetrain and function, horsepower, torque, you know, I think these trucks have a 478 horsepower rating. I think it's 950 or 975 pound-foot of torque. That's the standard diesel engine on a 2024. They go. They definitely go. All right, guys, back of the ZR2 2500. You can see, again, same interior scheme as the front. You have your rear air vents. You have your heated seats. You have your little flip down with cup holders. Oh, the other cool thing on these trucks is you do have an indent in the roof for the really tall people. So if you want to stick really tall people in the back of your truck, they're not going to bump their heads. Kind of a neat option, right? All these seats flip up. All right, you have your jack in there, and this particular truck has a bunch of extra, like this is for your block heater, a bunch of extra wiring harnesses and stuff. The other thing that's cool, GM makes their all-weather floor liners. This is GM, this is Chevy's version of the all-weather floor liner. You can get these with the truck. You can buy them brand new, and I think it's like, they're like 200 bucks for a set of all-weather liners, right? Not bad. And if you compare that to your WeatherTech or I think Husky, their mats are more expensive. These are actually a cheaper option for you. But the other thing this truck has is the Bose premium sound, right? It's basically loaded up like a high country, like an LTZ. You're getting every option technology-wise in this truck. All right, guys, so I showed you the ZR2 2500. Now I'm gonna show you GM's biggest, baddest truck, the best one they make, the most expensive one they make, the AT4X 2500 2024 AEV. This is their king of off-road. This is it. So if you want to spend $104,000 on a brand new one, feel free to do so, right? This is the truck. This particular one that I'm going to show you is a 2024, less than 10,000 miles, and I am selling this truck for right around $90,000. You can go spend $104 on a new one, or you can save $14,000, buy the used one. Pretty sure 10,000 miles isn't that big of a deal on a diesel engine. Let's see what it's all about. The AT4X 2500 AEV. First and foremost, this is standard AT4X material. This is your standard grill. It's like a bronze and black two-tone grill. That's AT4X. That's what they do. I guess these, they don't black out. I wish they kind of did, but that is your red GMC logo. All of this trim is black. Your LED headlights. This is your AEV bumper. So this is your steel AEV bumper. They do still give you the LED fog lights in this, which that is one of the differences between this and the ZR2 that I just showed you. The ZR2 does not have an LED fog light. It has LED headlights, but not LED fog lights, right? They still give you your little plug in here for your block heater. So they integrate that into the steel bumper. So with these bumpers, you can get a winch. I think it's a factory option. I'm sure there's plenty of aftermarket options as well. The other thing you're getting here is front sensors too. Crash assist, collision assist sensors. Okay, you also have your front facing camera. Again, you're gonna have a ton of different camera angles for off-roading and for trailering. This truck, not only can you go off-roading, but you can trailer. And I think the max tow capacity on this truck is like 22,000 pounds. They made them for off-roading, but they also made them that you can tow a crap ton of weight. So yeah, you're also getting your hood scoop, all painted black to match. It's like a plastic cover on the hood scoop there. Walking around the truck. So the other thing too, and if we get down and look at it from this angle, you are getting more ground clearance with this truck. And I think it bumps it from the regular AT4X. I think it might be another 2 inches or so that you're getting of ground clearance on the AEV package versus the regular AT4X. The other big thing here too, you're getting your AEV Black Edition wheel. You're getting a 325 tire as well. Pretty sure the standard one, the regular standard AT4X probably comes with like a 305, not the 325, because this would be more like a 37-inch tire, or be between a 35 and a 37, I think. Fender flares on this are a black plastic, okay? They also do their, they integrate their lights into these fender flares. You can black these out pretty easily though. You can pull them out and tint them with just regular window tint. Looks way better. You can see here around the Duramax emblem, you're getting bronze and black two-tone. That's the AT4X color scheme, right? Black plastic around the mirrors. The other thing I'll show you too with this, you're getting your power running boards, right? So that is an AT4X option. The ZR2 does not give you that option. That is only AT4X. You're getting, this is like their Denali Ultimate in the off-road edition, right? So you have the power boards. You're also getting this textured paint down at the bottom quarter of the door and the rocker panels, kind of like a rhino liner texture, but it is like a textured paint to protect from rock chips and everything when you're off-roading. Painted to match door handles as well. You got your little bed step here, diesel and diesel exhaust fluid there. The big thing, the big AT4X, they're off-road. You're getting the standard 1.5-inch lift. You have the Multimatic DSSV shocks, front and rear on these trucks. They make a huge difference. They are awesome. You compared this, if you drove the regular AT4 with the Rancho shocks, and then you drove this truck, way nicer driving truck. That alone makes a huge difference. So you're getting your noise deadening wheel well liners. You're not having as much road noise in the cab when you're driving down the highway with these 325s, right? So we go around to the back of this truck. This is your AEV rear bumper, steel bumper, AEV package, right? You're getting your rear sensors. You actually have rear tow hooks in the back of this truck. If you get your $105,000 truck stuck, you can still pull it out, right? It's a great thing. The other thing you're getting with the AEV edition is this matte black top part of the tailgate, right? It's basically just like a giant sticker that they put on this. It looks good, but this is the multi-pro tailgate. Okay, so you're getting that standard with the truck. You have your multi-pro, all right. In the AT4X or the AT4X AEV, you can get their optional kicker sound system or Bluetooth sound system in the tailgate built in. All pairable with Bluetooth. I've tried them. I really don't think they work that well. They're kind of a pain, to be honest with you, to pair up. I bought one of these trucks brand new and it didn't even work on that. The new dealer couldn't even figure it out. Kind of cool, but you also got to wonder, why didn't GM just why didn't they do a Bose system instead of a kicker system? Why didn't they have their engineers design it? The other big thing with this truck, you have your spray and bed liner. You have your AT4X logo in the spray and bed liner. You have your standard plug-in in the back of this truck. Another option you can get with this is your fifth wheel prep package. The guy that ordered it new did not order that. Kind of stupid, because I think it's like a $600 option to order that new, but I guess it's a positive because the guy didn't tow with it, right? So yeah, and this guy also would have added this tonneau cover on the back of this truck. Pretty sweet back look, a little bit different. You're not seeing that on any other GM truck. So again, if we get down though and look at it, you can see you have a ton of ground clearance here. Rear bumper and the front bumper, they give you a ton of ground clearance, right? So that was the goal. That's why they did it. That's why they did the AEV, right? That is the exterior, guys. It's a wrap on that. I'll show you the interior next. All right, guys, interior of the AT4X AEV 2500 diesel, okay? In the AEV, on the interior, the only difference between a regular AT4X and an AEV is this guy right here. So they put their little bison and the AEV embroidered into the headrest. Otherwise, I don't think there is any option on the interior that's different. And you guys can correct me in the comments because you're pretty good at that. Tell me if I missed anything there, but I don't think there is any difference, right? So the interior of this truck is pretty freaking sweet. I don't know, this or the Denali Ultimate in a GM 2500 diesel would be my favorite. These seats are a full grain leather. You're getting like your two-tone, you have the white stitching around the edge, you have your red stitching in the inside of it. These seats are massaging. Biggest probably difference between this and any other truck other than the Denali Ultimate, those are the only two trims you can get the massaging seats in. The full grain leather, right? Because even the regular AT4, I don't think the regular Denali, they do not have this leather. This is their best leather option. You have all your AT4X emblems, you have your special, like this is like a textured kind of finish on the inside, and you have it on the side of the seats too. The white piping is kind of standard on this truck. You can see all the way around. You have a suede headliner, right? So they give you that, and down the pillars as well. You have the sunroof, which is a standard option. You have your power sliding rear window, your touch screen, and all the different camera angles on this truck. And you hitch view, off-roading, you're gonna have all these different, you have your tire wheel views, so you can see what you're running over. You have that, you have your backup camera. Technology package with the rear view mirror camera. You can switch that back and forth, right? You have heads-up display on this truck, heated and air-conditioned seats, full zone climate control, heated steering wheel, adaptive cruise. And a question I do get asked, because I have customers that come in here a lot and they're asking, can you get Super Cruise on a 2500 or 3500 truck? The answer is no, you cannot. And I think the biggest reason GM didn't do it is for trailering. They don't have a solution with Super Cruise for trailering yet. I'm sure it's something they come out with. The only truck you can get Super Cruise in is a 1500 Denali or Denali Ultimate. I think the high countries, they make it in Super Cruise now too. But yeah, you cannot get that in a 2500. The AT4X 1500, you can't get Super Cruise in either, right? But you have every possible interior option you could get. You have your rain sensing wipers, you have your Bose premium sound, you have this little hidden cubby hole here, glove box there. You got your big center console. They give you this little tray to sort stuff. Full plug-in options there. Your phone charger. Trailer brake controllers down here. Back of the AT4X 2500 AEV. Air vents in the back. Heated rear seats. You can see your white piping around the edge. The red stitching. All these seats do flip up, right? So you have a nice amount of storage in the back. They give you this little compartment here. You can see you got your jack. These trucks will come with that hitch insert, right? Because right now, if you went to try to hook up your trailer to the hitch that's back there, that insert gives you, it's the standard insert, so then you can actually hook up all of your standard stuff, your normal campers, all that good stuff, right? Your normal hitch. All right, guys, so I showed you the $105,000 AT4X 2500 AEV, and I showed you the $87,000 2024 ZR2 2500 diesel. 87 grand, 104,000. Which one is the better truck, guys? Comment in there, let me know what you think. Subscribe to the channel, please. If you want to buy either of these trucks, check us out, markmartinmotors.com, Brownstown, Pennsylvania. We got them here.